Well, all right, guys, welcome back to Love Truck Garage. Well, the cutting tools are out. We're going for it today. We're going to chop this top off, but let's go over this real quick. All right, just lay the geometry out. Looking from the front, you see the top is not as wide as where we're going, so we're going to have to cut and make the roof wider. And I wound up going 4.5 inches, so I kind of split the difference. I was between 4 and 5. I went 4.5. So got my weapons of mass destruction out, and there's nothing left to do but to do it. So let's go. All right, so my plan is I'm going to start out with the 4.5 inch grinder, because I think it's real important that this line is pretty straight. If you've ever cut with a sawzall, they kind of tend to wander, so I think it's real important to get this cut good. So let's give it a shot. Not too bad. Lucy. All right, not so good. Probably okay up here. You can weld that up. Pretty wide here. Yeah, that's what welding's for. All right. This little seatbelt thing was the problem on the inside. All right, let's get the other side. All right, well, that's the worst. I think I can fix that though. All right. Size not so bad. All right, let's lift her off. Well, what do you think? What have I done? You know, if you were doing this right, you're supposed to weld some cross braces in here to keep this from folding in. But yeah, so far so good. Now let me cut my 4.5 inches out and see how that goes. Alright fellas, that went pretty easy. What do you know, it's rusty inside too. But this all needs to get cleaned up and leveled up. But I'm not too unhappy about the cuts. There's probably some things are off that I don't know about yet. But anyway, let's get these door frames cut, and then we'll slap that top up there and see how she looks. Alright fellas, well, the more I look at it, that was the easy part. So as you can see, we're not wide enough or long enough, so we're going to have to cut the roof into 4 pieces. And then we have these pieces we cut out that we can use to make up some of the differences with the rain gutters and a couple things like that. But as you can see, we got to come about 1.5 inches forward and close to 2 inches in the back, and then widthwise just almost 1.5 inches wider. So we're going to cut it down the middle each way, then we'll pull them out here, get them all lined up, evened up, weld them on, and then we'll weld a little patch of rain gutter right here. We've got a little area for the windshield. We can do the gap up there for the windshield right here. And again, there's our rain gutters we can use on the sides. And then these end pieces, we'll probably use just the outer skin here to get this back to normal. Just kind of piece this in to fill any gaps that we've got going on. But anyway, there's a whole lot of measuring that went into this, and finally I just went for it. I don't know how close I am to right. I've never done this before, but so far so good. So next thing to do is get that headliner stripped out, and we'll cut this roof into 4 pieces, and then we'll kind of go from there. So little Bobby got his hair cut. Well fellas, since I set that roof back on there, I can't stop looking at this truck. I'm pretty inspired now and looking forward to how this turns out. It's got a long way to go, but you can kind of see where we're headed. Well, chopping a top has been on my bucket list for 30 or 40 years, and it's a lot of fun to finally get to do it. Well, alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. We'll get back on this pretty soon. I do appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.